The reason why I love roasting apologists is because they lack any kind of logic, not to mention intelligence, because they are instead substandard and biased. All they're good for is shilling and lapping up any and everything their sacred cow does. So let's talk about this dreadful experience share, copied and pasted from games like Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Sword and Shield, that will once again find its way in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Forcing everyone to use the experience share in Pokemon is objectively a bad design. Now, for all of you apologists out there, it's not surprising how confused you'll find yourselves in situations like this, but here's the harsh reality. Why the fuck are you even here? Conversations like these have absolutely nothing to do with you. Not that you have anything of value to offer in the first place, but there's nothing for you to defend. Now, a lot of you apologists will perceive whatever the hell you want. You think the people that are against an always on experience share is saying that the games shouldn't have an experience share at all. That was never the argument, criticism, and where the outrage is coming from. We just want it to be optional, just like it was in the 6th and 7th gen games prior to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee onward. Alright, what are some of those dumb arguments that people only seem to want to run through a senseless echo chamber because they have no argument? Someone like this is defending such an objectively awful game design because they have a sword and a shield in their bio.
No, it was a bad design by forcing you to level up one Pokemon at a point, which is why I stopped playing the games.
Do people like Nightmare Ninja realize that we're talking about the current experience share and how we simply want a toggle for it?
Okay, if you want to do busy work leveling one Pokemon at a time, then I can't stop you.
Again, these apologists aren't bright at all. Honor that sword and shield badge you have in your bio, kiddo. So the grinding argument is a moot point because, hey, if we had a toggle and you're crying about grinding, then all you have to do is turn the damn thing on. I can only see two reasons why these brain dead apologists would butt in on something that ultimately doesn't negatively affect them in any way. They either want people to play the game the way they play it, or they are just secretly upset for us. Again, if we get that choice back, you can just leave the fucking experience share on. If we don't, you have your experience tailor-made for you. You win either way, you fucking corporate ass wipes. What are you defending? This tweet reminds me of a straw man because your average PokeTuber, of course, is another example of these bootlickers who will blindly shield and lap up the same shit people like this will get down on all fours for. So the only other argument I've seen is
all other RPGs give an entire party experience when you defeat any and all challenges in those games.
Other RPGs. Pokemon is structured differently to begin with, and it's Pokemon. We're talking about hundreds and nearly 1,000 creatures that are all in themselves built differently. Stats, move pools, oh, and get this one. What about EV training, ladies and gents? It's bad enough that you're just handed a victory lap from catching Pokemon since X and Y, but do you realize with the experience share and experience in general, whatever EVs that Pokemon you caught or defeated offers goes right along with that experience to the entire party. Oh, no one wants to talk about that, do they? Some people give a shit about how they EV train their Pokemon, but then again, in this Gen X, Z, Y, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C generation, that pretty much says everything you need to know about people like this. You know the type of people I'm talking about.
Y'all are always complaining about everything. You're so hateful, toxic, and negative.
Well, that's because people like myself would much rather be those things you're perceiving than a corporate cocksucker that only knows how to lap up everything. Get your standards up, kids, before you go writing off criticism and anything else that's useful as any one of those cop-outs. You people don't want what's best. You just want your Pokemon game and experience. Why the fuck do you care? And what the fuck do you know? So whether you are for or against the experience share, I don't give a shit. That is not what this is about. This is for all of those dumb sheep out there that feel violated and are against people simply wanting to craft their own experience and make their own choices with shit like this. It being an optional thing wasn't a problem before, and either way, you apologists, you win. You get your experience, so why are you in the way of others who just want theirs? Why are you here. You know, you bootlickers were much better off defending Game Freak for lying about creating the Pokemon models in Sword and Shield from scratch. Is this supposed to be some kind of sequel?